Hey, it's Matt Stepp with Dave Campbell's Texas Football here in the Fort Stockton ISD Fieldhouse between workouts with the head coach and athletic director of the Fort Stockton Panthers, Coach Mike Peters. Coach, appreciate you taking a few minutes to chat with us.
Thanks, Matt. Glad to see you out here, man. Glad to be able to talk a little bit of football and strength and conditioning this morning.
All right, Coach. So obviously, this morning you had your girls athletes in here working out. A little bit different with the format overall. What were your impressions? How did it go with the workout with the young ladies this morning?
The girls' workout went well this morning. Like you said, it was a little bit different than we've ever done. I'm sure that's the same across the state. We had to be a little slower than we normally are, but we had a tremendous turnout. 80-plus girls, that's, incoming 9th grade through 12th grade. The girls got after it. Could tell there's a lot of rust on them still, but I think as we go through the week and the next week, things will get, back into form.
You got your boy athletes coming in later this evening. You'll go through that process with them as well and try to work on strength and conditioning. What's the format of the workouts going to be, especially the first couple of weeks as everybody's kind of reacclimating to the heat and working out again?
Basically the format is kind of the same template we've always used. It just at a little bit of a slower pace. Some lifting. Got your agility type stations, then going into some actual conditioning, but really having to be mindful of the fact that we haven't done a lot since way back in March. I know that we had workouts that were issued to us through our THSCA and our Sports U app and all that, and our kids had access to all that, but really being hands-on with them, we haven't had them in 90 days, so just trying to make sure that everybody stays healthy.
And I believe you mentioned, we were talking off camera a little bit, you after the strength and conditioning portion of your workout with your football boys, you are going to do a little bit of your sport-specific activities. Talk about how much different that's going to be from years past and how the structure that's going to be.
I think that being able to do our sport-specific at the end of our workout is going to be a good thing. It will be different simply because, trying to follow the guidelines and or stay within the guidelines and have a team concept going on the field or on the court is going to be a challenge. But I think our coaching staff's prepared for it, and day by day that'll get better.
All right, Coach. Now, looking ahead to the 2020 season, the Dave Campbell's magazine will be out soon. I'm sure everyone in Fort Stockton and Pecos County is looking forward to heading out to Walmart and all the different retailers and getting it. I know you want to get your hands on it. You guys are in a new district. Let's talk about the district. You're in a 4-team district, so congrats on making the playoffs already. But I know that making the playoffs isn't the goal around here. You guys want to get as high a seed as possible and compete for that district championship. How do you see your new district shaking out?
Our new district will be a challenge for us. We will be the smallest school in that district, and historically, Andrews, Big Spring, Lakeview, and Fort Stockton, those are all pretty much rival games. So not only being district games now, meaning something, they're going to be heavy rival games, and so I'm looking forward to it. I know our kids are looking forward to it. It'll be a new challenge for us.
I'm guessing with those rivalry games being in district play, you are for your home games, you're expecting a full house at Panther Stadium with a lot of blue in the stands, right?
We usually do. We have great attendance here. We have great support in Fort Stockton. So district game or not, the stands are usually full. I think they'll be extra full this year for the district games.
All right, now let's talk about your team specifically. You had a good year last year. You've had a good last couple of years. You guys have been right there in the mix in the district, in your old district, which was a tough district. What kind of team can Panther fans expect to see in 2020? What's the personality of your ball club going to be?
I think that we've got a really good ball club coming back this year. We've got a really good mix of veteran players, especially in the skill positions. We've got some guys coming back that were super productive last year. The one place that we're going to have to get better at is experience. We have a really good sophomore class coming up, and those guys are going to be good players, but they just don't have a lot of snaps, especially at that level of competition. So, going through summer strength, because we missed all the spring, getting through our non-district schedule and our scrimmages, that's going to be critical to see our development over those first 6 weeks.
Last question for you, Coach. We're gonna have a little fun now. I'm going to lunch here in a little while to one of Fort Stockton's most famous places, Tacos OJ. I know you know it well. What's the Coach Peters special when you go into Tacos OJ?
Usually at Tacos OJ, I go with the brisket tacos, man. They're hard to beat, and I've already called, Matt, so they are allowing inside seating today, so we're good to go.
Is your brisket better than Coach Fellow's brisket at Alpine? On the record.
Record, I'm going to say yes. There's a lot of things except for running that I do a lot better than Coach Fellows.
Appreciate your time. Thanks a lot for what you do for student athletes in the state of Texas. I know you're glad to be back at work, and we're looking forward to seeing what you guys do in 2020.
Matt, thanks for coming out.